High price groceries. Yes, it does affect a single guy like me, too. And why are things up there? Well, chicken's up. You got 60 million dead birds. Why? Asian flu. Or avian flu, I guess it is. So the amount of eggs go up. Hot weather. Yes, my father used to grow chickens. And the only thing that was really air conditioned was the chicken coop. Oh yeah, he had this great big, next door was this great big hunk of land. And he rented it, you might say, and had a great big chicken coop on it. And the fans going in the summertime, and the heater in the wintertime was heater in the wintertime. Oh yeah, you have to have heat in the wintertime. It was a lot easier sleeping in the chicken coop than sleeping in the house. And it was above floor and it had the air blowing through that. And the hottest day, he had it air conditioned. The house didn't have air conditioning. The chicken house had air conditioning. It was like a large garage. Air conditioning. So if you want to have air conditioning, go sit with the chickens. We went up to Brenner's Lake Lodge, Wisconsin on a 4th of July weekend. The power went off. And literally, the chickens died of heat stroke. They come back and got the little alarms buzzing. And you walk in there, and it is hot in there. And the chickens died of, not all of them, but a good portion of them died of heat stroke. That's what's happening across the countries. If the power goes off, the inside chickens, they either die of heat stroke because their bodies are giving off heat, because all these chicken houses are air conditioned and fans and what have you. Power goes off. Some farmers have emergency generators. You got we have these small emergency generators. They got the big, 10,000 watt big diesel generators just to keep the temperature inside that chicken house the proper temperature. And then if you got the ones who are laying eggs, that's a big loss. As I said, the flu. And you happen to have, you have climate change. That changes everything in the farming field. The pandemic changed everything. You have diseases in cows. You can lose a herd, of cows, but they're all inside. It doesn't take much to lose a herd of cows. Just like that. They come up with the vet comes up and these are all sick. They're all slaughtered and turned into dog food, and that always. The same thing with cattle. It used to be, there used to be one location of cattle. Well, Chicago was a slaughterhouse of the world. But same thing with pigs. It's really expensive to raise animals. Say milk cows. Anything can go wrong. But they have air conditioning sheds. Yes, the cows have food, their poop. Well, somebody says, how do you get rid of all the poop? It's all mechanical now. It slides down belts out there. And what do you do with the poop? Methane gas. Farmers have these great big methane gas. Yes, turning their poop into methane gas. Well, hey, power, green energy. But everything is up because you've got milk, you've got butter, you've got cow meat. It's all up, and there's a whole feed stuff. If a farmer can't grow wheat, they can't grow hay. You got soybean and alfalfa and all this other stuff, and it all comes down to climate change. And then, of course, it comes down to Russia destroying Ukrainian wheat fields, or silos are full of wheat, purposely destroying that because they're selling Russian wheat on the market. So everything is up. I mean, groceries is up. It's up. It's. I looked at it back in the price of bread used to be 10 cents a loaf. What? When? Long time ago. Yes, you can go out and get butternut bread at 10 cents a loaf. Cheaper if it's wholesale. I mean, cheaper if it's 2 days old. Yes. And it's not going to go down just because, yes, but the world's changing. It's changing for the whole thing. And I always love the woman who says, how can I feed my kids? I've got a half a dozen children. How can I feed them? Why did you have a half a dozen children? Why, I should get more food stamps. Well, I worked at a food bank. You got what was there. Well, I have a half a dozen children. So what? You get what's here. You get this, you get this, you get this, you get this for free. But, no, lady, it's not my fault. You get this much, this much, this much, this much. And oh, by the way, here's a list of other food banks. That's life. It's worse than America. And just remember this. 100,000 migrants are coming to this country. And watch your food prices go up.